This is WDSU-TV Weekly Report. Thanks for tuning in.
As we take a look at more reasons of why Delaware State University is such an incredible one on the East Coast, from students helping students getting out of a sunken place to creating Christmas cards for kids in need.
From a behind-the-scenes look to Charlie Brown, to a visit to an elite girls' room.
To a taste of Africa, Caribbean style. This is WDSU-TV's Weekly Report.
Another busy week, DSU. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jordan Batch.
And I'm Tim Patterson.
This week, Delaware State students are getting ready to celebrate their Thanksgiving Day holiday.
And beyond into the Christmas holiday spirits. As students put their final touches on fall classes, we visit with Miss Delaware State University, who is actively getting students involved in making Christmas cards to cheer up some holiday-bound kids. Here is WDSU-TV reporter Kayla Henderson with more.
With the semester coming to an end, the holidays are quickly approaching. What's up, DSU? This is Kayla Henderson reporting for WDSU-TV, and I'm here in the Martin Luther King Student Center for the program Cards for Kids, hosted by our very own Miss Delaware State University.
So Cards for Kids is just a program where students can come out from any time from 1:30 to 4 p.m. and make cards for children in the hospital during the holiday season.
Well, I came out today to support, and I think it's important because in this time of need, it's good to have an extra set of hands lending their help and making sure that you know that we also care about you and your family in this time of need.
So honestly, I got let out of class early, so I was on my way here to meet my friend, and I saw a bunch of people. Jordan had called me, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, what are you guys doing? He's like, oh, we're making cards for the for kids in the hospital. I was like, oh, I want to make one, so I sat down and made a card. So it was very last minute. I didn't plan on doing this.
This program is important to me simply because the youth is our future, and we enjoy the comfort of being around family and friends every holiday season, and sometimes as students and young people we take for granted the fact that we get to do that. So it's important for us to take time out of our day and give back and just uplift someone else during this holiday season.
I feel like this is a good event to get the students at DSU to be involved about what's going on in the world and be, thoughtful about people, because, a lot of times we think about ourselves, so it feels good to give back every now and then.
It was a great turnout. I made a card, and then I seen people from here and there. They made 1, sometimes 2, even 3 cards to support, so really great turnout.
The cards are being sent to Cards for Hospitalized Kids, and the organization works to distribute the cards, even when it comes down to religious denominations. So if a child celebrates Kwanzaa and someone makes a card for Kwanzaa, they'll get that card.
As you can see, as the season of thanks is approaching, even the smallest things can make a difference. Once again, I'm Kayla Henderson reporting for WDSU-TV, and I'll see you later.
From creating cards to helping in a sunken place.
Where recently, 2 student organizations joined forces to teach students the values of teamwork. Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, commonly referred to as AKAs, worked with a male organization, the God Brothers, to create imagery situations where students needed to work together to escape from being by yourself and work with others to foster unity. Here is WDSU-TV reporter Belinda Jones with more.
Good evening, Hornets. This is Belinda Jones on WDSU-TV here at the MLK Parlors with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Lambda Chapter, and the God Brothers to find out how to escape the sunken place. Let's find out more with Vice President Lisha Carson.
Escape the Sunken Place is a program that we decided to have the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Lambda Chapter, and the God Brothers on campus. We thought that we should have an escape room program. So it's very similar to a regular escape room. You come in, you're split into groups, and you guys have to complete different riddles and tasks to help when we'll break out of the game.
So the sunken place is basically a state of mind where you feel as though you don't need anybody else. So the purpose of this program was to promote disunity. People helping each other, uplifting each other while uplifting yourself at the same time. Some people feel as though they could get through everything by themselves, and that's not what this program was about. It was to show people that together as one, as using teamwork, amazing things can happen.
Well, I believe that tonight the event reminded me of kind of like a game, like a maze. Like you have to try to figure out how to beat this thing, and you needed people to help you with it. And it's like you couldn't do it alone, like you needed to do it with your group. And I feel like that was a great feeling of it. Like it felt like a game, so it was fun, but it was like challenging at the same time.
I think this event will bring unity to campus because at the end, everybody has to work together. So when you first come in, you're split into 15 different groups, and each group is trying to figure out the riddle on their own. But at the end, all of the groups have to work together to find out the last riddle. And that's going to promote unity because, like, a lot of times on campus, we see each other as competitors as opposed to allies. So we won't want to help each other. We want to just beat the person next to us. And really, the person next to us can help us win at the end. They can help us get to our main goal. So we're trying to promote unity and just let us all know that we're here to help each other on campus.
I think this event will bring unity just because of the activity that we all showed. So when everybody was working separately, it took longer to get things done. When we brought everybody together at the end to where everybody had to work on the same project at the same time, it got done in a matter of minutes. And it just showed everybody, like, with teamwork, again, like, amazing things can happen. Things can get done quicker when you work as a team than trying to get everything done by yourself.
My most favorite part was when at the end when everybody needed to collaborate together to like finish out the piece, and it was so funny because everybody was like trying to keep their answers away from the other tables and trying to beat the teams, but then at the end we needed to work together to get the last final ending of the game. So I believe that was the best part about it, because like seeing everybody work together so hard so quickly to get it done in time.
You can escape the sunken place by just getting out of your normal mindset. We have a lot of problems within the Black community between males and females where like everybody thinks that they're self-made, like they think that they can build themselves up. But in reality, you need other people. You need a support system. You need to use the people around you to get to the top. And to escape that sunken place is to get out of that mindset that you're self-made and that you only need yourself. You do need help, and there's help around you, so just use it because it's available.
Hey Hornets, we have escaped the sunken place. By working together, we were able to solve real-life problems and create unity. This is Belinda Jones on WDSU TV, and we'll see you next time.
Sometimes, especially right now, as the year is approaching its end, all students want to do is relax and be with their friends.
And recently, the all-lady group Elite did just that with a night of bonding and relaxation. Here's reporter Jada Grant with more.
I hope you're ready to grab your cutest pajamas, talk about boys, hair, and makeup. I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU TV Channel 14, and tonight I'm here in Grossley Hall where the women of Elite are putting on a program called The Girls Room. Let's go ahead and talk to the co-chairs to see what this event is all about.
Tonight's event was called The Girls Room, and we themed it as a pajama party, and we just wanted it to be a relaxing, fun program where we just talk about girl topics. We had facials, stuff that girls do as a girlfriend's night out, and we just chill out and just talk and have fun. We had some snacks here, and we just wanted to, again, have it just be a comfortable program for the girls.
So Elite's a women's empowerment org where we focus on academic excellence as well as uplifting our sisters. I love being in Elite because I feel like I have a group of girls who really do have my back and are really there when I actually do need them. And that's like one of the things we promote because, you know, we get together and we have a good time. I didn't really expect like a whole lot of people to come because, you know, it's like the end of the semester and people are really like settling down, but so many people came, and it's always great when because like I was the chair of the event, so it's always great when you have a good turnout to your event and you feel like you had a successful event.
So we first thought about like what really goes on in a sleepover. What did we want the ladies to talk about, well, what we wanted to talk about during our program. We just went on Google, just Googled some stuff, and we just put it together. We first wanted to have an icebreaker where we just talk about just opening our eyes to just empowering ourselves and saying just positive things about ourselves, like while we're around our friends. And then we went into a discussion where like we just talked about stuff that, like I said, that girls just talk about normally.
I love tonight's event. I think it was a great idea, a good way to get us girls bonding, girls that we didn't know before, girls we might have originally walked past, and see how they are, their personalities. My favorite part of tonight was definitely when they asked about DSU boys, because that's something that sparks everybody and everybody has something to say, and that's the one I stood up and talked for.
This event was important because it was more so like focusing on like yourself and taking time for yourself, which in college a lot of times we don't do. And I love face masks, and I'm really big on my skin, and I'm really big on like girl talk and girl time. So I feel like it was important to let the women on this campus have time to do that as well.
I hope you had a great time learning how to unwind and relax, because I know I sure did. Once again, I'm Jada Grant, reporter for WDSU TV Channel 14. See you next time.
For several days this past week, the campus has been abuzz with the latest offering from DSU's theater department.
You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown played for packed performances in the Age Theater from November 16th and 17th.
Reporter Sean Riley took a look at behind the scenes right before the big performance.
What's up, Hornets? I'm Sean Riley here with WDSU TV here at the Education and Humanities Theater, where practice for the production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown is currently going on. Let's go to Dr. Brown for more.
I expect there to be high energy, I expect there to be learning, and I expect the audience to have an experience in the average day of the life of Charlie Brown. And we all can remember Charlie Brown as we were growing up. We can experience his happiness. We've all been to elementary school where some of us have been teased, but then there's the loving between the brother and sister. So the excitement, we can all recognize ourselves in at least one of the characters.
As we've been getting closer towards the date, we've been getting much better on the ball. Like, we've been going through the motions really quickly now, and we're starting to get a better grasp of the whole show in of itself. Expect some really funny gags. We've put a twist on the actual musical as well, so there will be some songs and dances that might be a little bit different from the actual show itself, if anyone has seen it.
A lot of people actually think that I just bark, but I have 2 solos and monologue. So a supper time is one of my solo, and it's kind of huge, and it has like, it will be fun. It was like a kind of like a test, studying like a test, but it was fun to study.
I expect everything to go well. I have faith that we're going to all memorize our lines and do a great job. It's all about teamwork and spirit. If we really bear down and grit our teeth, I'm sure we can finish this play off with a good start. I had to go back to my childhood days, just had to go back to where I was little and just think about all the times that I've just been like, I'm a child. So it was just more about getting that childhood character. Then Charlie Brown himself, he's very depressed. He's a very depressed person, so I had to be sad all the time, so which is not hard, but it's kind of hard when you're a happy person all the time, so.
Well, we expect the audience to have some chuckles because this is a really funny show, honestly.
I wish there will be a lot of people laughing because it's a comedy show.
Just look out for the colors and just the musicality and our songs and our choreography. It's just going to be a great show.
Well, the cast here certainly seems to be having a wonderful time. Make sure you come out and support your fellow Hornets on Thursday, November 16th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, November 17th at 1 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. See you later, Hornets.
Finally, in celebration of the end of the semester and the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday, the DSU African Student Association sponsored a Taste of Africa.
Joining forces with CSA with music, dance, and food here at DSU, here is reporter Yacho Capote with more.
Have you always wanted to learn more about and indulge in the cultures of the African and the Caribbean? Hi, my name is Yacho Capote with WDSU TV, and today we're in the Martin Luther King Student Center to experience an event entitled A Taste of Africa. Tonight, DSU's very own African Student Association and Caribbean Student Association have combined together to give us a beautiful night of games, music, and fun. We had the chance to speak with Caribbean Student Association's President Andrew Chambers. Let's take a look.
So we noticed that a lot of people on this campus seem to differentiate themselves and not seem to understand that we're all one people. We're all derived from the motherland, which is Africa. However, some people seem to see themselves as not being one or the other. So what we wanted to do is bring together unity, and which you will see in this program later tonight. The goal of the event is to bring both the Caribbean side and the African side of 2 cultures and put them together in one event. Something special about my culture is that I've been told that we're go-getters. As a Jamaican, I've been told that we're always involved in something. And so that's something I definitely take personally because I'm all about being ambitious and being innovative and making sure that I'm always doing something that'll help me grow as a person.
The goal of this event was to bring two cultures, the African and Caribbean culture, together and to just showcase the beauty of it and just, you know, talk about everything basically like what we did with the panel. So overall, it's just a good way to end out our semesters. It's important for students to spread their culture because, you know, a lot of people don't know outside of what they know. So the more you expand people's minds, the more like you can create something positive. What I think is the most special part about our culture is the history, and what I think is we can learn from the history to see the mistakes we went wrong in, and you know, so in order to move forward, you know, for a better tomorrow. I feel like it was needed because we've been doing so much events by ourselves that it's better to branch out and also, you know, get other people involved. So that's why I thought I talked to Andrew, the president of Caribbean Student Association, and we both agreed on it, and we talked to our board members, and we both all thought that it would be the best thing to do. And today it was a good event. So honestly, I think African, Caribbean, and even Black American culture is not very different. I think it's just a language dialect. I think overall we all go through the same things, and you know, we just need to come together and like stop like divides and stuff like that.
Well, I'm West Indian, I'm Jamaican, my mother's Jamaican, my father, and I'm a dancer as well, so CSA actually helped me like bring out my culture and where I'm from and actually be happy to dance and be happy as a team. CSA has not only impacted the members, but impacted the campus as a whole. Like, we kind of enforce people to appreciate where they come from and actually like follow their traditions and like, you know, stuff like that.
What made me come out tonight? I mean, I got a couple friends that's in the ASA group. And, you know, I'm all about the African culture, you know, learning more and more every day. All my friends are from different parts of Africa. I got Sierra Leone, I got Liberians, Guyanians, you know, you name them, I got them as a friend. I mean, I enjoy everything, you know, getting a taste from everybody's side of Africa, you know, the food, the dances, you learning new dances, tasting new foods, you know. This is my first time attending a CSA event, and I enjoyed it for the first time, and I hope to come to more.
It's important for students to spread their culture because that's merely one of DSU's core values, diversity. And so for you to not exemplify your culture, you're shelling yourself away from everything that makes you you. You're a walking story, you're a walking book, and so therefore you should show people what pages you have to offer.
Well, as you can see, ASA and CSA are keeping the campus alive with their culture. I'm Yasha Kapodi with WDSU-TV. See you next time.
That's all the time we have for this week.
Be sure to join us next week for more student events and activities here at Delaware State University. This was WDSU-TV's Weekly Report. Thanks for tuning in.